Transformation Tuesday. My name is Katie Bailey and this is Vanessa Bridgeford. Today we're going to focus on the transformation process of a young teenager into adulthood. Making these changes in life, they can always be very nerve-wracking, uncomfortable, and even leave uncertainties in the lives of the youngsters going through these changes. Vanessa, tell us about our volunteer today.
Well, good morning, Katie, and good morning to everyone watching us this morning from our homes. Today, our focus is a young college student who is not only eager to improve his look, but also his overall persona.
My name is Andrew Anderson. I am in my second year of college here at Maya State University. This is a project to help better not only me, but hopefully everyone else to be kind of more comfortable in their own skin and feel better.
This morning, we have picked three main areas that we need to pay attention to. And the first one is going to be the physical health and wellness.
Okay, physical health. What is physical health? What does that mean to you?
You know, I think it's the self-being, your person, you know, how you train your body to achieve a better you.
Okay. It's funny to hear different people talk about what health is or to hear other people talk about what different types of things are. So while we're trying to talk about health, why don't we welcome to the show to help us better understand the director of the fitness center here at Minot State, Paul Brecky.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Yourselves?
Good. So, tell us, how does physical fitness affect us mentally, emotionally, spiritually?
Well, when you think of wellness, there's lots of things that encompass wellness as a whole. You think of physical, mental, emotional, and they all tie into each other. When you do one thing, it affects the other. Physical fitness is just one dimension of wellness, so to speak, and it's something that can affect. There's lots of different studies out there that how physical fitness affects your mental and emotional well-being. So.
Paul, what has been your experience with being around these students here at Minot State?
It's everybody's different. We all, look at things. We all adapt to things differently, and it becomes a state of mind and how you think. It's where if you buy in and are committed to something, then you're more apt to have success with it.
What exactly is your job at the Wellness Center? What do you do? What do you focus on?
My main stuff now is more of not the day-to-day stuff, but more of coming up with some programming. We just opened the building. We've just been open for 8 months now, so we're still, learning about the building, learning about different programming that we want to do for the students on campus here.
Okay. Do you do any kind of, or are there available at the Wellness Center people who will put together personally individual programs for different types of students, such as our Andrew here?
We hope to, we'll definitely help people out if they make an appointment. We can set them up and show them how to use the equipment and different things and get them on programs. We hope to have some different programming of personal training and different things that'll happen this fall.
Perfect.
How important do you think it is the physical health in the development of a better you?
I think it's very important. I might be a little bit biased in the profession I'm in, but there's definitely advantages to having a physically active life. It helps you emotionally, it helps you sleep better at night, it helps you from a mental state of mind. So there's lots of benefits and advantages to it.
Paul, do you believe in the idea that the more active the person is, the more energy is going to have? And
it's not really so much about how much you do.
Okay.
It's more how you do it, being consistent with it. We're all different. Just because one person goes out and runs a marathon doesn't mean that the next person has to do that same thing. It's all a little bit different in how we approach things. It's, if somebody's idea of exercise might be to go out and with the nice weather we're having, rake the yard. that's a form of exercise. It might, somebody else's might be to come into the wellness center, lift weights and work out on a treadmill. It's different for each of us.
Is the wellness center going to be open this summer now that?
Yep, we're open all summer for students that are around and in town and on campus. The hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Fridays will be 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Have you been there, Katie?
I have not been to the wellness center.
Well, I
I
guess
have
we're
not.
both invited to soon approach the
You're
wellness
both
center
more
for a better self.
You're both more than invited.
I'm gonna need someone to show me what to do. How
Stop
to
at
fix
the
it.
front desk and make an appointment. We'll show you how to work. It can be a very intimidating place for students to come into, and especially if you haven't been around any of the equipment before. So and that goes back to, anybody, if you feel more welcome in an environment, in a place, the more apt you are to come back.
What is the hardest thing about getting started into working out?
The hardest part was probably just starting. It's like anything that you do, any type of change that any person makes, the hardest part is actually starting it. Once you get going, you just kind of snowball into it and take off from there.
Do you guys do anything at the wellness center that kind of rounds up people who don't work out? Do you offer anything to kind of tease and and
We
draw
try
them
to
in?
go into the residence halls here on campus and try to come up with different programming for just different floors. In the past, I've gone over to the different halls and done different talks and different things about wellness in general.
Okay, so we recently had Andrew in the wellness center, and I'm hoping he has intentions to continue with that. Is there someone there or yourself that would be able to put together a program for Andrew to keep him working out and hopefully to make some improvements physically that he's hoping to do?
If Andrew will come and talk to me, we'll set that up for him. We'll make it happen for him. So we'd be more than happy to help him out and answer any questions he might have.
Paul, what is the rate of success from the people that you see that is just beginning to go to the wellness center and the people that actually stays in track and works out and takes the working out as part of their life?
We haven't really tracked it in the building yet.
Uh-huh.
I know in general that exercise is a hard thing for people to stay with and to keep that active lifestyle. It's just in general around the world. Everybody's always looking for that magic pill and everything like that, but there's no such thing. You have to go out and do the work and put your time into it.
So do you think with disciplining yourself and your mind to actually work out and discipline your body, do you feel like that sets an underlying kind of building a discipline for your person altogether?
There's no doubt. Anybody who exercises and works out and is consistent with it feels better about themselves. You feel better from within. Once you feel better about yourself, it obviously helps you in your everyday life.
Perfect. All right, well, we're going to take a short break and thank our underwriters. Mr. Brecky, thank you so much for your time. Thanks
you
for
both
coming out
for having
today.
me.
Everyone else, stay tuned. We're going to be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Before the break, we did talk about physical health and wellness. Now we want to get to another topic that kind of ties into that. We're going to talk this time about mental health and how it affects us emotionally.
Well, Katie, like we have talked before, once a person achieves physical, emotional, and mental stability, it's like funny things happen, And there is a desire that comes from deep inside about paying special attention to like different details in your hygiene and the grooming. We have seen this through this process with Andrew. We have gone through the process of talking to him into what this means, for his everyday and how this could motivate him to keep up with the work of keeping up, stay sharp, looking good.
Where do you think people fail with this? Because, we've done this before. So you put someone through a makeover and 3 or 4 weeks later, they're in dire straits for a haircut again and you never get it. What happens?
I think people don't understand the importance of taking the time to get ready in the morning, and looking sharp. They don't know what that means for the day. if you start your day with energy, if you start your day feeling good about yourself and feeling like you're going to accomplish something big this morning, you know, I think your day goes through that way. And I don't think many people out there realize that. Like those 5 minutes in the morning that you take to take a shower and get your hair ready and your makeup done if you're a lady, or put the cologne on if you're a guy, you know, polish your shoes. Those are the things that motivate you in the morning to just like take the day by the horns, like they say.
Well, we did take Andrew to get his hair cut
Yes,
the other day, and it was quite an interesting situation. We walked in and he was kind of shy, and you know, and almost within minutes of just the first strokes of his hair up the back and up the sides getting cut, and he started to see it. I could see him starting to lighten up, and you know, he made the comment. Even the barber said, "Are you okay?" And he says, "Well, according to her, so far so good." And I hadn't said anything, but what he was seeing was him glowing off of me, because
Yes.
I saw him lifting up immediately.
Yes.
How do we keep that? How do you put that inside of somebody just one time and make them want it?
You know, I think that's hard to keep. In my opinion, that's very hard to keep. But luckily for Andrew, he's gonna have us for a few more semesters here, so I'm sure we'll be on him, like making sure that he realizes the importance. He is a very good-looking guy, in my opinion. With all my respect, you know, to him. I think that he lights up. Once his haircut was done, when his shaving was done, he was a different person. He had a better attitude. He was carrying himself differently. I think he is going to be very happy with, you know, from today on, in what he's going to look, the way he's going to look and the way he's going to feel. I think is going to be stronger in him.
Okay. I think it does have a lot to do with what drives a person. A lot of times I believe that people are driven by emotion, and you know the type of
Yes.
person. Some have common sense, you know, some are thinkers, some are feelers. And I think that people that are driven by emotion are more affected by having makeovers and having these big changes in their life, because it makes them feel better, and that's what fuels them.
Yes. And I think this is just a wake-up call for everybody out there, you know. It is important. It is important. Take your time, because it is your time to shine. And every day you have to remember that. Today is my day.
That's right. All right, everyone, we're going to take a short break, and when we return, you will meet the brand new Andrew.
Welcome back, everybody. For the last part of our show, we're going to discuss the importance of a style and the importance of picking up the right type of clothes for the right type of body. And so, to assist us in knowing what might be appropriate for Andrew's style, we'd like to welcome a style consultant, Aaron Winston, to the show.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey.
All right, so Andrew, we got Andrew on our hands. Looking kind of rough when we brought him to you. This is his second year in college.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is his second year. However, we see a lot of this here. Students coming out of high school, rolling into college, kind of rough and raggedy. What happens? What do you think happens? I mean, you're in that very middle spot there right now yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
I
you see
mean,
it around you. What do you think it is? What
I
happens?
don't know. I just feel like, you know, they're not really, you know, paying attention to their appearance. They're more focused on like other things, such as, you know, getting their work done maybe, or not even trying to fit in, you know, social wise. They're just, you know, about their future maybe, something like that. That's my opinion.
Okay, so you think they get maybe possibly lost? Maybe
Yeah,
that was what was
sidetracked.
going on with Andrew. He was just used to being a kid and going to school, and now he's in college and he's still being a kid and doing his studies and really not paying attention to the actual age bracket
Yeah.
that he's jumping into and changing to.
Yeah, that would be my take on it.
Okay. That's good.
Aaron, what exactly would you describe style to be?
Well, in my opinion, style is just you. You know, how you want to present yourself, how you want others to see you. And, you know, with style, there just comes, you know, so many different kinds. Like, you know, basic ones. There comes, like, you know, unique and original ones, like, which require you to stand out and stuff like that. But it's just about, you know, what you feel comfortable with, what you can look in the mirror with and be like, you know, this looks good to me. And just feel, you know, happy about the way you're carrying yourself.
What would you say to someone who doesn't want to be loud, if you will? They don't want to stand out, but they definitely want to change from what they were. They come
Yeah.
into your store and they're like, but you can give them the blandest, most simple, thing that you have, and they still feel like they're standing out. How do you let that person know that they're not wearing fluorescent orange, if you will? Because you feel like that, right? When
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go
yeah.
in and you take all the trash off and put on all new gear, and you're feeling yourself, you feel like you stand out. How would you approach a timid person such as that? Because Andrew's that person.
Oh, seriously?
Yes.
Well, here's how I would approach it. I just grab numerous different designs, different brands and everything like that. And I'd be like, here, man, try this on. And I'll have him try it on, stand in a full-on mirror and look at himself and be like, all right, what do you think, Andrew? What's working for you? Do we need to tone it down a little bit? I mean, what do you like about this outfit and what don't you like about that outfit? And, I just go off of that and try to, put a little twist on things and, go for that exact outfit he's going for.
As a consultant for these people, do you have to keep your opinion out of it sometimes, or do you offer it? Especially if it's opposing. If you're like, yeah, this shirt you could just do this, and they're going, and you're going, yeah, you could, and you're inside, you're thinking, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. Do you differentiate?
Well, here's what I do. I hold it up for suggestion. I say, man, I think this will look great on you. But I mean, if they, are completely just trying to throw it away, be like, this does not work, man. I'm not gonna let them walk around thinking that, oh, I'm ugly, I'm looking like this. I try to, go for what they're comfortable with. So yeah, I would, in that instance, I'd probably switch it up. I showed him it, but he likes this, so I'm gonna go grab that.
How was Andrew to work with yesterday?
He's pretty easy. I've seen worse. So yeah.
Did he kind of fall the way you were pushing him, or
Yeah, kinda
he
the
just
way I
didn't know
expected.
which way he wanted to go, or?
It seemed like he didn't know which way he wanted to go, but once we brought out different, items and stuff like that, and he saw the new look he was getting, I feel like he, kind of was open to it and more accepting of it when he tried it all on.
What do you think a change like that does to someone's self-esteem?
I definitely feel like it boosts it, and I definitely feel like it makes them, not be the person who's trying to go out of their way to fit in, and that, may cause somebody to do drugs just because they think it's cool and try to, get in with that social group. But if you're doing well, you're looking good, and you're just that person, you'll, put that to the side. You want a hit of this? Nah, man, I'm good. They're just feeling all great about themselves that they don't need that.
Aaron, and when we're talking about self-esteem,
Yeah.
you work at this store. Do you see any difference between the females and the males when talking about self-esteem? Do you think that either or has a greater level of self-esteem when they come into the store to try it on clothes, or they're the same? What is your feeling about it?
I feel like in a way they're kind of the same. They both have certain, styles in their head. Some come in, clueless, but they both are just going for that right fit, and we just try to present that and try to get them in it, and we just have them try on different stuff. If they're not liking it, we just grab something else. That's basically all it is, in my opinion.
And what motivates you to be this life coach for your guests? Because you have such a good attitude, and you have such a welcoming, it's a welcoming feeling. We didn't feel like you were in our way, but yet always trying to help us and always trying to come up with new ideas and new options, and what about this and what about that. What drove you to be that person?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's just this thing, I like seeing people feel good about themselves. I don't like seeing, people walking with their head down thinking, I'm a loser and stuff like that. Because, no, that's not true. Everybody's all different. We have different styles, different, stuff that we bring to the table. We're all unique, but, I just feel like that person, I just want to make them, see that, help them understand it, and, put it in their head.
Well, Katie, I think last night we had a great time when trying to make Andrew feel, comfortable with himself and just boosting his energy. He's just an amazing guy, and I think we accomplished a lot last night.
did.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate your hospitality. It was awesome to be
Yeah, anytime.
handled like that because sometimes, especially at the hours that we were, definitely I think you'd made a difference in his life. Someone who's, you just walk up on you, you're looking jazzy,
Yeah.
bouncing around, and you made him feel that just for that moment. And
I'm glad to hear that.
awesome. Well, we thank you for your time. Thanks for coming out to see us.
Yeah, thanks for having
Thank you
me.
for
Hey, sure.
yeah. Thank you for
Anytime.
being here.
Anytime.
And then what?
Well, looky here.
The video's playing, so do you want to like
Oh.
introduce me?
Well, that was our Andrew before, and this is our new Andrew.
Yep. This is me now.
How do you feel?
Totally different from, I'd say, 2 weeks from now, if I would meet myself that I am now from 2 weeks from now, I'd be like, the past me would be like, what happened to you? How long is this gonna take? And then I'd say it only took a week or two, and it's like, and then I'd be like, really? That doesn't seem possible at all.
I think it's amazing what we have accomplished. Like, we have been with you throughout this semester, and we really appreciate you volunteering for this project because it has been an amazing experience. And we wanted to be an example, to set an example for all those out there that don't think that they can make it, in this style world. I don't know how to call it. It's just, it's an opportunity for you to take a whole of your life and say, this is who I want to be, this is how I want to look, and I can do it. Because here we have Andrew that 2 weeks ago was listening to me actually, Andrew this, Andrew that. And today, he's here and he have taken into account all those advices that we have given him, Katie. And I think he's looking sharp. What do you think?
I do. I think he looks great. And I think that, Andrew's one of those cases of people who, for myself, I look from the outside in and I see someone second year in college.
Yes.
He's not out doping and drugging and drinking and woo-de-wooing and all that stuff. He's doing something with his life. But yet I see him falling by the wayside. Society's rough. Society's rough
It's
on
very
people.
rough. Yes, it is.
Peers are rough on people.
Yes.
But when you're every day just hammering away, trying to make something of yourself, on this side, but on this shoulder, you're steadily getting hit, and because maybe you don't dress right, or maybe you don't, have the right hairdo, or
Yes.
maybe your shoes suck, but then again, you think we're all a product of our past. We're all a product of where we come from, and maybe he didn't come from a family or a city or someone who had style in mind. And when you get into college and you're around people of this age, it's a big deal.
Andrew, do you think that this process was intimidating?
At first, it kind of was, but I guess you could say who wouldn't think you're somewhat changing someone, not drastically, but slowly. But at first, the person probably think, it's going to change me drastically, but then you find out it's not really going to change you drastically at all. So then that's why it's a little intimidating at first. But then as you ease into it, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. Katie, you talked about like how society is, that's probably why I kept holding on to the past. Is like, I don't want to be in that society. I don't want to be in that norm where it's like, oh, this is all what college students are doing, drinking and doing all this other stuff. I kind of be like, not all college students are like that, of course. So that's, but I could like change and look differently and still hold on to that kind of values, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Sure.
You don't need to lose who you are to look sharp.
And also
You
to
just-
like get accepted into society, as you can say, is, yeah.
So where do you see your change? Just kind of a one-word answer. Do you see your change more prominent on the outside or on the inside? Because I've seen it affect you both. Which one was more
Yeah.
prominent for you?
That's a kind of a tough one. I'm not really 100% sure. Probably the most drastic, I guess that's the same as prominent. I'm not 100%
Yeah.
sure about that. Would probably be on the outside
Yeah.
for sure, because it's like a different style. I mean, normally every day I'm the type of guy that just wears t-shirts every day and only dress up on special occasions like weddings or, special events, which, yeah. And then only like wear t-shirts every other day and be like, you know what, it's kind of one of those days.
And that was the beauty of this project, Katie, that we had someone that it was beautiful in the inside, and we got to polish the outside without changing himself.
Well,
Thank-
Andrew, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for being a part of this, and thank
no
everyone at home for
For
watching our
watching.
show.
I just hope some people go on with this advice as well.